verses 5 through 9. But watch thou in all things, endure afflictions, do the work of an evangelist, make full proof of thy ministry. That Pastor Fred has done. For now I am ready to be offered, for the time of my departure is at hand. I have fought the good fight, I have finished my course. I have kept the faith. Henceforth there is laid up for me a crown of righteousness, which the Lord, the righteous judge, shall give me at that day, and not to me only, but unto all them who love me also in his appearing. Do thy diligence to come shortly unto me. One thing Pastor Fred did is to show the proof of his ministry and all that he did. He ran his race, and he finished his course. And he's got his crown of righteousness, and we will see him again. Amen. At this time, I know your protocol says that we're going to do family reflections and personal reflections, but because we have a little bit of a hard stop on the time, I want us to change this around so that Reverend Dr. Brown would be speaking first. So I would like to introduce a good friend of my father, good friend of the family, Reverend Dr. Victor Brown at this time.
Giving honor to the Spirit of the living God, within whom we move and have our very being. To Pastor Judy, officers and members of the Sunrise Church, to the vast array of clergy assembled this morning, to the many friends who have come from far and wide to join the chorus of support and care for this family. And last, but certainly not least, to the family of our dear friend, brother, and colleague in the faith, Pastor Fred. We have been summoned this morning to this hallowed spot by what Reverend Dr. Martin King calls life's common denominator. On Friday, last it was, God saw fit to exercise his sovereign prerogative in transporting Pastor Fred from the land of the dying to the land of the living. Amen. Weeping is not only therapeutic, but remains a natural response to the voluntary or involuntary severing of love ties. But we gather this morning with a weeping that is wed to joy. For you see, we do not weep as they who have no hope, but our soul takes great delight in an understanding that to be absent from this body is to be in the presence of our God. And so even in the midst of grief that we will no longer be able to interface with Pastor Fred on this side of life, there is unspeakable joy and confidence in knowing that his commitment to the faith guaranteed him permanent residency in the city of heaven. Now, I would be terribly remiss if I did not take this opportunity to express the depth and the breadth of my gratitude to and for Pastor Judy for extending to me this esteemed honor of delivering this eulogy for a man of Pastor Fred's stature. For you see, his legacy of service to the kingdom is one that time will not be able to easily erase nor age destroy. So I am astutely mindful of the immensity of this occasion. I pray God this sermonic undertaking will do justice